This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shay 45.
Wake your punk ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Jay 45. Feel the paradigm switching now. The pendulum is swinging. It's a storm over rising. It's coming. I see the silhouettes coming over the mountaintop, Heather B.
I love it.
Walking like giants in their own fields. Man, this is like Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather coming together in the ring right here.
Wow. Goddamn.
But on each other's team. Could you imagine if Pacquiao and Floyd fought together against two other fighters?
Wow. Like back in the day, the wrestlers used to go tag team people?
Kind of like that, Heather B.
Rocky Johnson, Tony Atlas?
There it is. I like that.
No, I know, OQ. Say it, Sway. I know that.
Pat Patterson and Jimmy Snuka.
That.
Huh?
Superfly Snooker.
Superfly Snuka. Okay. I was almost
close.
there.
Can we do Jack Johnson with the old?
Okay, Jack Johnson.
That was the original way of bucking up like that.
Jack Johnson and Joe Louis just came together to fight on the same
the original
team.
fighting stance before the close-up.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
And created, listen, if you're looking for something that's fulfilling, that's like a Thanksgiving dinner every single day when it comes to lyrics and music, all you got to do is purchase this album. It's called PRhyme. PRhyme. The architects are here today. The magnificent, benevolent, the one, the only, incomparable.
Benevolent.
I give him that because his hands are anointed when in his mind, when they all in his heart, when it all comes together and it comes to fruition in the form of music. The one and only DJ Premier is here.
The P is capital. And the R is capital.
This was the medieval times. He would be a gladiator, fighting on the side of good when it comes to hip hop. A man who has never let you down lyrically. I can't think of one bar, or one simile, or one metaphor that I went, always on point.
Right.
Needs to be mentioned in the greatest of this time. The one and only Royce the 5'9".
That was a bar from you, Sway.
Yeah, that was dope. That was dope. Yeah,
all right, cool.
That was good.
First of all, man, welcome to the show. On time, damn it. Give him a round of applause for that.
Early at that.
This project, PRhyme, whose brainchild was it, Royce? Was it yours? Was it Primo's?
It was a collaborative.
Yeah.
Collaborative. More pushing on my end, though.
More pushing on your end.
More pushing on my end. You know, this is Preem hasn't been in a group since Gangstar.
Yeah.
You know, so, I had to tread very, very lightly. I had to walk eggshells around the situation very delicately. And it wasn't like a idea that I had like from jump. It originally was an idea that was for Slaughterhouse to do an EP where we find somebody who's a master at sampling, at chopping up samples, and we use all Adrian Young's music and do an EP with Slaughterhouse.
So Adrian Young was a part of the equation from the beginning, or
from the very beginning.
Yep.
Okay,
very beginning.
Primo, as a producer, how would you describe Adrian Young and some of the music? We just had him up here with hieroglyphics.
Yeah,
so
I saw that episode. I heard that episode actually. It was just the fact that I got turned on to Adrian's music when he did the Ghostface album.
Yeah.
Because when I do my show, I like to play new music, and anything Ghostface drops, you're just like ready to rock. So when I heard that, the sound that he does is so cinematic. It makes you think of just action movies and things like that. And I didn't even know he did Black Dynamite, which I'm a fan of the movie. Didn't even know he did the music.
Wow.
So it was obviously meant to tie together. So, and then like Adrian says, he likes the sound of 1968 to 1973, which makes the area or of what we sample when we make records, as far as producers like me, Pete Rock, Lost Professor, Q-Tip, Showbiz,
so
Diamond D.
So, and it's all original. So
yeah,
you could sample from music that's made now, contemporary, based, stimulated or inspired by music of that time era. So instead of sampling from Roy Ayers or someone,
right,
you could sample from Adrian Young and not have to pay as much? Is that it?
Cut it in thirds.
Cut it in thirds.
Yeah.
All right. That's interesting. Adrian Young is here as well.
Yeah.
Were you under pressure, Royce? Because, like you said, Gangstar, arguably one of the best groups of all time, and what Guru and Premier did as a group, kind of like it consistently changed music. Was that the kind of pressure that was on you?
Nah, I wasn't even in that mind frame. I was thinking, I was kind of feeling a little bit of pressure to kind of either mirror what we've done in the past together, or just try to take it a step further than that.
Yeah.
I tried to all the way mentally just stay all the way away from the whole Gangstar thing. I tried to stay away from that altogether. So I just worked because we got such a extensive catalog dating back to boom, hip hop. Even my friend, when I was signed to Tommy Boy, the first record we did together was '99.
Yeah, late '98. My friend, when you were on Tommy Boy,
we might have gave him a paper bag of cash for that beat. That's how long ago.
That's
it was.
how long ago, yeah, right? And Premier took that paper bag of cash.
And what did you do? Buy a van or something?
Yeah, when we were going on tour with Rage Against the Machine, and the money that I got from that, we needed $8,000 to buy the van so we could wrap it and start promoting our Gangstar album. So I gave the other eight of the 10 back and kept 2 in my pocket and bought the van because we wanted to get our movement going on the road. So I sacrificed the money for the integrity of what we wanted to do to make our name bigger.
Wow. Okay. PRhyme is here. Is that the name of the group? Or
yes,
PRhyme, right?
Yeah.
And then that's short. Premier, right?
Yeah. Well, what happened was we did the song PRhyme, which was the first song we recorded, and he kept saying PRhyme in the hook. So I was like, "Yo, I like this joint," and I just named it PRhyme. He didn't even have a title when he sent me the vocals.
Yeah.
So I just wrote PRhyme, PRIME. By the time we did the second song, Royce said, "Yo, how about we call it, instead of calling ourselves Royce 59 DJ Premier, why don't we call ourselves like one name, like a group, and call it PRhyme?" But he said, "But the P and the R is capital because P is for Premier, R is for Royce, and then HYME is obviously rhyme." And boom, I was like, I like it, and we started saying, let's just push that name constantly, and that's what we did.
That's a sick name. PRhyme is here. 888-742-3345. PRhyme, Royce the 59. I needed to be inebriated
just for getting shy.
What does that mean, Royce?
To prevent me from getting shy?
Yeah, you had to be drunk.
It's like an anxiety, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not comfortable around, I wasn't comfortable around people without being drunk, without being at least buzzed.
And so you've been
to be social.
You've been sober for how long now?
A little over 2 years.
2 years. Round of applause. So you don't need to be inebriated now to get. So and that that's something that you don't hear artists talk about. A lot of times people get high because they get tired of or can't figure out how to constantly deal with people. Right?
Everybody got a vice, I think. I think everybody got a vice. I think it's just because of the way that I'm wired. I can't. My daddy always told me to. You not gonna be able to do that shit like everybody else.
Yeah.
Don't drink. Don't smoke. Don't do nothing. It's just I'm wired like an addict. I got addictive
personality.
traits.
Does that mean you have a new vice now?
Nah, this is sobriety, I guess. I'm kind of addicted to that process.
Yeah.
But within the process, I do things that I shouldn't do, like Monster Energy drink. I drink that in the morning like coffee. Like
Bad for the liver. That's what I heard.
Bad for the liver.
That's what I heard.
Better than a liter of 1800 silver a day.
Nah, you okay? Yeah. The lesser of the two evils.
People that love me got to pick the lesser.
Other two lines I heard in that: they see these cars and want to become a reality TV star.
Yeah, that's because I hang around Joe.
Joe Budden.
Yeah, I hang around Joe, so
comes with
chicks.
the territory.
Yeah, chicks think they think they gonna end up on next season's Love and Hip Hop.
That's true. I'm tired of cheating on my wife. You said that in that song, and we saw that video that came out a few years ago. Did that change the whole outlook on how you approaching life?
What video are you talking about?
There wasn't a video that came out a couple of years ago with you?
Oh, you talking about the media takeout thing?
Yeah.
Oh, the media takeout.
Yeah. Shit, I thought I was seeing this. You blocked it out.
Forward march.
That video. Damn, I forgot all about that. Yeah, that video. Yeah, it changed some things for me. I mean, I'm not so sure if it inspired that line, but that was one of many things that prompted the decision for me to get sober.
Yeah.
You know, it's an interesting corner that I was turning in my life too. Yeah. You know, turning in my career, like how am I gonna do this drunk every single day? Mm-hmm. I mean, I was drunk doing everything. Yeah. And then when I got sober, I realized how much shit that I did drunk. You know, everything felt weird. It was like, yo, this is crazy. Mm.
It's interesting because I was listening to an interview with M, and when they were going over the anniversary, and I heard Reef and them bringing up all these moments, and M was like, damn, man, I don't even remember that.
That's the unfortunate part, man. Yeah. You in the game for so long. I've been here at least 15 years.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's like, damn, the whole thing is just like a blur. Because I was just drunk so much. You know, my dad, like, yo, keep a scrapbook, take pictures. And I used to be like, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, so I've been to all these places, but I can't really tell you much about them.
Because you weren't sober.
I wasn't sober.
Man.
I was so far from sober, bro.
Yes.
That's real.
So far from sober.
Feels better to be sober than it does not.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I mean, you know, like over the course of the last 2 years, it's been weird. That's what took me so long to release music. Because I recorded so many. I was coming off lighters.
Yeah.
Lighters and fast lane. So the first thing I thought to myself was I needed a radio record. Mm-hmm. Worst thing you can do as an artist. Worst thing you could do as an artist is start putting yourself in a box.
Yeah.
You got to do what you feel. We got to remember that we are the ones with our hands on the pulse of what's going on.
Mm-hmm. That's interesting because you're going to hear a lot of, you know, Royce's truths in this whole album, man. And honestly, man, I'll be honest, that's how you was able, because I've never heard so many patterns flipped, like you're doing lyrical acrobatics throughout this whole album. The skill level is at a peak, but then the content is running parallel. So for me, I like when I hear a person's truths in their music. You're not just rhyming for the sake of rhyming. And then when you talk about putting yourself in the box, listening to these tracks, Premier, that you sampled from Adrian Young, it's kind of different than what we would normally hear Primo do.
Yeah.
How were you able to shake? Like, was it difficult trying to find your lane and all of that?
For the first time, it actually was because, you know, like I said, Royce had to press me to just give it a shot. And it wasn't against Adrian. It was just the fact that I'm used to doing things the way I do it. You know, like everybody knows, like, there's a Primo sound, so to speak. So the fact that there's a sound, I didn't want to. I didn't know how I was going to be able to convert it into mine, even though the sound of what Adrian does is what we sample. You know, like I could have run across one of his records in the store and say, "Oh, I'm hooking this up," and would have done it. But to just do one artist for a whole album, that was the fear. Where I was like, I don't know how this is going to work. But once we did PRhyme, and then the second one was You Lose, I was just in the element. And then I met Adrian right before he came to New York, and we chopped it up. So us kicking it, he actually gave me more of the let's do it, because Royce had already been like, come on, Preem, you ain't never done something like this before, just take a shot. And I was like, no. But now I'm really glad, I'm proud of this album. It's another body of work, and expanding to show that you have versatility and not just in one box, which is what I stand for. You know, just like what Guru did Jazzmatazz, but then we make a gangster album that didn't sound like Jazzmatazz. But PRhyme is a pure hip-hop raw album of lyrics, beats, and just creativity like we always strive for, and that's why I'm just so happy with the way it came out.
You guys, we played a song called To Me, To You. I was going to play Courtesy, but
that was dope last night. The Locks came out when he said the line. He did the acapella, say I'm a Locks fan, which is in the lyric, and the Locks came out, and we put on We Gonna Make It, and they killed the show.
And they killed the show? Damn.
Yeah, they killed it. Where were you at? Where were you?
At courtside with Jay-Z and Beyonce and the King and the Queen.
Prince with the King and the Queen.
Yeah.
That's a good
excuse.
I'm all right.
Prince William.
I'm on pass for that one.
Prince William. Shout to Prince William.
Royce, I didn't want to say nothing, but you know.
Cool. I told.
Okay.
And I saw his wife with the ring on. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, there it is.
Princess Di's ring.
There it is. To me, To You, or Courtesy?
To Me, To You is one of my faves.
Okay, there it is. Featuring Jay Electronica. Here it is, To Me, To You. 56 minutes into the hour, To Me, To You, featuring Jay Electronica, PRhyme. That's DJ Premier and Royce the 5'9".
Yeah.
I'm a big Jay Electronica fan. I'm a fan of the person, and I'm a fan of his music. Not so much the timing. You know, it takes a long time to get a Jay Electronica project. How did y'all get Jay Electronica, and then how long did it take?
Because I didn't know any MC on the album. He said, "I'm gonna surprise you for the whole album." So, when he got Jay, I'm like, how the fuck you do that?
Yeah, how'd you do that?
The stars were aligned. You know, he was actually staying in Detroit. I found out he was staying in Detroit. He does that. He's like I like to call Jay Electronica a rich nomad. Yeah, he's like,
that fits.
You call his phone one time, he might be just camped out in London somewhere for a couple months. Well, yeah, I'm staying in Chicago for this month, man. I got the studio set up in this little spot that I got. So it's just like he just happened to have a spot in Detroit. And I found out he real cool with Porter, my man Porter, my main man Porter. Yeah, so I
D12 Porter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I hit him up. And was like, actually, I had Porter hit him up. And Porter went down to his apartment and played it for him, and he liked it. So from there, it was on me to keep applying the pressure. You know, so it took 30 to 40 phone calls, but
okay, that's a new record though.
Yeah. I finally got the call 5 a.m. like, hey yo, what's your email? And I was like, yes.
Hey, there's benefits.
Texting it to you right now, bro.
Got it.
Now, obviously, we're dwelling in the digital age, and there's benefits to that. It can make things speedier, but when there's a lack of face-to-face interaction, especially when you're making music, you're losing out on learning moments. So since you guys have spent so much time together, what have you guys learned about each other? From like quirky to technical to emotional?
For me, I guess I'm used to the drinking Royce, and not to compare to Guru, but my whole career has been with Guru. Predominantly the majority of his life with me experiencing it with him and living with Guru for almost 8 years. He's always been pretty much drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a secret, it's not a diss, it's a fact. And that's why people that think they know Guru, same thing with Tupac. I knew Tupac. When you know somebody, you can speak on it. So for me to know that Royce, this is a new Royce for me in so many ways, because I even asked him, not just sober, are you gonna still be able to spit with that craziness that you've always done, which was a hope that I would get out of him, because this is a new person, but still the same person.
Yeah.
And, end up knowing each other all these years, because anytime we go in the studio, it's just so instant. He's just that quick. He writes that fast. And I'm always like, damn, how do you write your shit like that? And I got the same Royce that I wanted and hoped for. So that's a new learning thing to me, to see the sober guy. And sometimes I'm like, damn, should I not drink in front of him? I like to have my do a shot. I don't want that to encourage him to do it, but he's focused.
Yeah.
And he doesn't let anything sway him, no pun intended.
I like that pun though.
Doesn't let anything sway.
And I'm proud of him. I'm proud of his recovery, because it is a fight to not go back. It's like a fat person losing weight. You want to keep the weight off.
Yeah.
You want to get fat again.
What about you, Royce? What you learned about Primo that you other than the Penthouse magazines and stuff like that?
Penthouse is old now, man.
No, my bad.
Is that club still open?
Preem is this is my first time working with him in the album capacity. Well, of course we did Street Hop. He executive produced it, but he kind of did that from afar, over the phone. But we worked with each other hand in hand, from the front to the back on this one. And I learned that he's a producer.
Yeah.
I always thought he was an incredible beat maker. I thought he was a beat guy, but he's a producer.
Yeah.
He's a producer. He's produced the vocals, take this out, move that around, spit this line over, so we worked hand to hand with this one, and I needed that. So I learned that he has that producer hat on at all times.
All right. Royce the 5'9", DJ Premier, PRhyme are here. The album's in store now. Today. So go to iTunes, man. Do yourself a treat.
Vinyl 2.
Vinyl 2?
Nice.
Yes. All right. Speaking of vinyl, man, who's this on the phone line right now?
What's up? It's the vinyl junkie himself, Tony Touch.
Toka! What's up, Pi?
Tony Toka. Good.
What's up, fellas? I'm doing one of my early morning shifts, and I said, let me call up, man, salute my brother, to congratulate him on a project well done.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you, my brother.
Love you, man.
Always good to hear from
man.
you.
It's Toka Tuesday, so I said, man, I wonder if they're busy tonight. Maybe these guys can do a second run and come and see me later.
That makes sense to me. I mean, Tony, if it was up to me, man, I say yeah.
That makes perfect sense. What do we?
I know. I heard the album release party last night was, man. I wish I could have made it, man. It's so much going on, but I heard it was a great turnout, man. Looked really good on the social network, man.
Oh, yeah, it was
Congratulations
packed.
on that, man.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Thank you, my brother.
Word.
Yo, can we? What do we have to do tonight?
Tom,
Of course, I never know nothing.
Tom, what time you on tonight? Let them know.
What
We're on Toka Tuesdays from 8 to midnight. So
8 to
you
midnight.
guys, yeah, whenever you guys feeling it, you know, you figure out your situation and just text me later, Preem, whatever.
Yeah, we'll
do.
We'll look after we get off the air.
All right, Toka.
Okay.
Hey,
Sounds
man.
good, people.
Hey, man.
Thank you for calling. Thank you for calling, OG, man. Much love
My
and respect
brother.
to you, man.
Thank you, guys. Congratulations again. Peace.
All right, Tony Touch, man. Legends calling in. John is in Detroit. Good morning, John. Say what up to PRhyme.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Sway, what's good with you? Royce, Frame, what's good?
What up, though, my G?
What up, man? Yo, I just wanted to let you know, Royce, man, I've been a huge fan, bro, since I was young. I'm from Detroit, Death is Certain, Rock City. Hey, you've been doing your thing, man. Preem, you've been doing your thing, man. This album's about to be super hot, man. But look, I just want to tell you a little story real quick. Do you got like 10 seconds?
Sure.
Listen, so I make music, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit! The phone clicked off.
Oh
I
damn!
swear I didn't do that on purpose.
And I was at 6.
Yeah,
I was
you
at 6.
If he call back, put him on. Put him on, okay?
I was about to say, I know y'all ain't do my Detroit kinfolk like that.
All right.
See, I make music,
Orlando.
right?
Yo,
Good morning, everybody. How you doing?
what
Good
up,
morning.
man?
Good morning.
Say hello to Royce and Premier.
Hey, man, Royce, DJ Premier. I'll tell you what, man. I'm driving to Orlando from Miami, and I was like, fuck, man. I got 3 hours. I tuned in. This shit just woke me up. I don't even know where to begin. I'm from Providence. Growing up, I always, real ignorant with music. I always told myself the best music comes out of the Northeast. I remember a friend of mine put me on a Rock City. At first, I wasn't, trying to hear it. I consider you one of the best out right now. Primo, you're the best beat maker there is.
Thanks, brother.
Thank you, man.
Everything you touch, I fuck with. Because of you, I want to be, a DJ, but then I realize reality, and I fall back, and, who am I kidding? You know what I mean? But I'm finally, I'm glad this album came out. I've been waiting for this shit. Y'all just woke me up. You guys are two of the best, man. Real talk.
Hey,
Well, thank you, man.
I'm
Thank
sorry.
you. I appreciate that.
Sean, can you buy the album today on iTunes?
I'm buying it as soon as I get off the phone. Like I said, I listened to another show before you. I tuned in when you was introducing Royce, and I was like, what the fuck? The album came out today? So I called, and as soon as I get off the phone, I'm buying the album, man.
All right, we appreciate the love, my G.
Much
Word. Thank you
appreciated,
so
man.
much.
Yeah, a lot of dudes switched from us and Howard, and you just said he listened to. I know that's what it was, but I'm kind of, I like that, I like
good
that.
company.
The good company, right?
Yeah, you're doing a lot of big things, man.
Royce, I'm trying to just get you on the show, man. If I gotta sit down on the court side with Jay-Z and Beyonce and the Duchess and the Prince, if it gets Royce and Premier here at the same time,
just told the
Damn
Prince.
it.
You should have just told the Prince, man. You should have just told the Prince to hit my phone. Just text.
he got you right. I should have. I'll text him later.
The
Hov
Duchess.
you ain't had Hov call me?
Word.
You should have just had Hov call me, man.
I should have. I looked at her. We looked at each other, and it was just, that's all we did.
Yeah, y'all had to focus on the game.
Jay
man.
said,
Y'all
I'm
had
with
to
the
focus on the
Duchess.
game.
And the Duchess goes,
Prime, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Prime, yeah.
Okay. One last call. Stephen and Cal. Well, hold on. Stephen and Cal. Well, hold on. This is a good one right here. Hold on.
Prime, yeah.
Vinny in Florida. Vinny, what you want to say?
what up, Vinny?
Hey, what's going on, boss?
What
Want
up?
to give a shout out to Royce and Premier. Want to give you guys compliments on the new albums. The first album I have actually went to the store and bought in years. You guys did a hell of a job.
Thank
Wow.
you so
Good
much.
work, fellas.
Thank you very much, man.
The album is crazy, man. I'm not just saying it because these guys I respect and always have since day one. Like, I was a fan before I was a friend.
Right,
You
right.
know, and I'm still a fan. And especially, Primo is, your legacy is sealed in time, and I think Royce is one of those. It's a group of under-acknowledged MCs that I think walk around. People know when they know, they respect it, they understand it.
Right.
But I definitely think there's, in this elite group of just highly skilled MCs, Royce is in the upper echelon.
Absolutely.
Of
No
that.
doubt.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Thank you.
And I heard the lyric where you said, M said you're going to be a problem if
You get your shit right.
If you get your shit right. And I feel like that's happened for you.
Well, I definitely shook the distractions.
Okay.
Anytime you're involved in a business where your job is to use your mind, you can't allow yourself to be distracted from what the initial goal is.
Yeah.
And you know, once you start, you know, like what you brought up earlier, when you end up on the couch with your balls hanging off the couch on media takeout, that's a huge distraction from what the goal is.
Yeah.
You know,
it's just a huge distraction,
it's
man.
Bad. It's bad all across the board. So
Pussy will get you in trouble.
Yeah. Who hasn't it got in trouble? I've been in trouble over pussy. Primo, you?
Oh yeah. I had a girl say, "I'm gonna tweet this." I'm like, "What's that gonna do?" Like, go ahead and tweet.
Right? And did she tweet?
No.
Okay.
No.
Tracy, you been in trouble over pussy?
You already know.
Okay.
like a boss.
All right.
But I learned.
Okay, this is what I want to do, man. Royce, I want them to hear what you're about to say. It's Royce the 5'9", Sway in the Morning, Shade 4-5.
Okay. Well, let me see what I got
Okay.
in my sober memory bank.
Okay.
All right then. PRhyme, baby, in stores now. Shade 45.
Lord have mercy, my goal has only ever been to become a better lyricist. Not to become a veteran, not to become a legend, just to get better with time. I used to cut niggas, now all I sever is ties. I'm not a mogul, I'm more like Moses. My flow is apart from anybody you see, your flow is a farce. The Lord is holding the chalice of blood over my empty vessel that's under my chest so the whole world can notice a poet at heart. Now reach over to this side, pop a collar for proof. Now squat down and shoot a shot in the air for Big L and anybody else who was shot down on the stoop. You lame if all you know is swagger and your flow is average. I'm cut from the same cloth as the cloak that go with daggers. Biggest boss. There ain't no room for me in heaven. I ordered my own morgue with no drawers and no cadavers.
That's heavy right there.
About paper without the tree talk, but I embarked though. Down the road, clairvoyant, spitting out my soul till I hear air horns. Until my DJ plays me a Don DeMarco. Shady handed me the baton to run. I took it and slowed down. Took some time to ponder like what am I doing? Besides undoing what I've done. Or if I become this another nigga that dropped like John Q son. Or if I become this wild dude who died with nobody surprised. Like one of Saddam two sons. Heavy's the head with no crown, just a mind that can move 2 tons, times 2. They signed you, not me. You got a deal. I got an AK still, so I'd rather deal a drum like mine Duke's son. Speaking of moms, my mama told me you one of a kind. Be careful who you kind to, son. They hot for now, but I'm too son. Name, hold, weight, alias built for lasting. The sound of Elliot Wilson laughing is at me and haunting my rapper conscience. Fear of a fan listening, skipping and going back to nonsense. There goes the genre. It's over. Paul Rosenberg is no longer focused on you. Crooked Eye been out thinking me and he's still drinking. Marshall telling me don't worry, but he been sober longer. My wristwatch tells a chilling story of frozen karma. It feels like people from my past came together to pray I don't do good, having a seance in the woods. That's all I got.
Damn, bro. That's all you need. That's all you got. Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's all you got.
Talk your shit, Sway. Say something about these bitch ass niggas out here.
It's been a long week.
What you want me to say, Heather?
Talk your shit. Tell them why you hate them.
Say it again.
Tell them why you hate them.
What else should I say, HB?
Talk about these whack motherfuckers.
What's wrong with them, though?
They can't rhyme.
That's what I want you to say.
I think you said it right there. Premier, tell them what's wrong with them.
They can't rhyme, man. Like I told Joel Ortiz last night, you don't melt pens, and I'll say this to Royce, he fries pens.
Mm-hmm.
He has a fried pen. Very, very, very bad for your arteries.
You're settling for mediocrity at best.
Yeah.
But that, you're going to have limitations.
We should make a record called Fried Pens.
Fried
You ain't gonna be able to fly. You ain't gonna be able to impress. You ain't gonna be able to amaze. But you're gonna tell yourself that's okay. I get it.
Now, you sound like you spitting.
I know. I felt like it right there. Roy brought that out of me.
My Sway.
You whack rappers, I hate you. And he's the reason why I hate you.
All right, then.
All right. Yo, Royce.
Yeah, my brother.
Come on, man. Finally,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Yo,
for sure,
man.
man.
I like what's going on right
sir.
here. Primo.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Sway. Thanks for having
us. What's going on right here.
Word.
All right.
So
Adrian Young. Where Adrian
Thank you.
Young at, man? Yo, man. Once again, man. The
Brother
quiet
Adrian.
assassin. It's a quiet assassin over here.
Yo, without Adrian, this whole thing would not have been possible, and I want to thank him again for all the music. And
man.
we even talked about doing other stuff. He gave me some catalog that no one has yet. He's doing a lot of projects, working with Bilal on a new project.
Oh man,
he did a Snoop Dogg project, Ghost and Ray. And doing some stuff with Ali Shaheed Muhammad from Tribe Called Quest. And I'm stealing some of those tracks, and you know, maybe there'll be a PRhyme too. Who knows?
Adrian speaks with his music.
Oh yeah, he's nasty.
Next time you come up here, come by yourself and just bring some jewels with you. We'll just sit down and talk. All right? Is that cool? That's cool. All right, cool, man. Adrian Young, aka Al Green.
That's right, man.
My man, Adrian. Yo, get the album PRhyme. It's in stores now.
Yes.
Thank you, Royce. Thank you, Premier.
Thank you, man.
Constant reminder of why we do this.
No doubt. Thanks for having us.
It's Sway in the morning, only on Shade 45.